Hi YouTube. So real quick update. My house guests are gone. They were out September 22nd. However, I have been navigating trying to get things cleaned up in the house, my space reclaimed, smashed my hand in a window. It's just been really chaotic. And it's not going as smoothly as what one would hope many times. However, I'm still making slow and steady progress. We're not going to be back to full-time YouTube anytime soon. YouTube was never full-time for me in the first place, but I do have a hope that here very soon I will be able to invest in the camera, the microphone, and the camera arm that I need to be able to start filming journal setups again. I don't know if that's going to happen this coming month. It may not happen until December. But yeah, I just wanted to do a real quick check-in with you guys and show you guys how some of the things that have changed. So real quick, let me grab my tripod to put the camera on so that my arm doesn't go to sleep while I'm trying to talk to you guys. Give me a second. There we go. Probably should have grabbed that in the first place. Holy crap. Ow. But, you know, the homestead is doing relatively well. We're in canning season right now. I actually started going to my local farmer's market, mostly to help my neighbor out, but I am bringing things that I've crocheted down to the market. In regards to the journaling, that completely shifted. I'm still bullet journaling, but it's completely different looking. And hopefully when I'm able to upgrade everything I would like to this October for filming, I'll be able to take you guys along for my November setup. But really quickly, because this is just supposed to be a quickie video, this is the current journal that I'm working in. And 8x8s apparently need that first page taped down, because otherwise, yeah, it's not good. But it didn't ruin the notebook. It didn't make it unusable because, you know, it's called tape. You basically take packing tape or duct tape, you put your first piece down, sticky side up, you put a second piece here, half on the page, a little bit on that first sticky, and then you do another piece here, and then you take a fourth piece, you lay it down over those two pieces on either side and onto the sticky part. So it's not pretty, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be functional, and it's still a functional notebook for me. I also apologize. My sinuses have been going nutsy cuckoo. So it's still a bullet journal, okay? This is going to be interesting with the spine broken. I still have my future log. But in May, my entire process, like late May, my entire process shifted. My intuition and my instincts told me, hey, stuff's about to get hectic. You need to square off, straighten up, do something with your journaling practice that makes it simpler. Oh boy, am I glad I listened. I basically sat down with my journal and my bullet journal and asked myself, why did I start using this spread? Has it actually contributed anything of value? Is this spread in the right spot in my journal? I've actually dropped the sleep tracker. I've dropped the leftover tracker. I have dropped several spreads. Several spreads got moved from being the beginning of the month to a life of journal spread. Examples of that would be my hobbies and my husband's list, so that he doesn't forget important things. My Barbarian Rebellion tracker, aka Min's. Bills and homestead stuff, although this should be more of a table for buying things like the diatomaceous earth, the soybean meal, the pellet food that I need for my chickens, my writing tracker, and as you can see, that wasn't a great month for writing. I think I got 500 words done, but I got 500 words done. And then my monthly pages are calendar spread, weather, and this was the month that taught me I don't need my leftover spread. I just need to make a note on the weekly dashboard that I'm now using of, oh, hey, I made this. End of day summary. This got upgraded to 2 pages for October. Monthly tasks. And then my first weekly dashboard looked something like this, but it wasn't quite right. So here's my really, really good weekly dashboard. There we go. So there's this one. And then my weekly reset, instead of taking up space on Sunday, I just made it a part of my weekly dashboard. Right there. And then an entire page for all the weekly stuff that I would like to get done. And then my days just usually end up looking something like this. Because I was finding I was writing down my to-do list in my bullet journal and my long form journal. And because of that, it was really starting to take the functionality out of both of my journals. So they got combined. Here we go. Here's another of my weekly dashboards with my weekly reset, which didn't get a lot done. My cleaning lists for the areas that my guests were in a lot of. And instead of doing monthly habit trackers, I've been doing weekly, and that's working out a lot better because of how much chaos there has been. And I'm just decorating pages as I need them. So let me show you guys what October looks like real quick. And we've got the weather tracker, which I don't have anything in yet. My window in my studio is actually open. Fall is here on time. Summer is not holding on. We got so much rain a few days ago. It rained all day. Oh, it was so wonderful. You guys, you have no idea. Like, just end of day summary pages. And I've got a meal ideas spread, but not a leftover spread. Here's my monthly. And here's my dashboard for this week. And here's today, October 1st. I have 5-minute tasks, not so quick tasks, and whatnot. But yeah, that's what my journaling looks like now. And because it's like that, despite the fact that this is an 8x8, I'm only managing to fit September and October in this particular notebook. In November, I will be moving into this Archer and Olive A5. This was from Minty Gardeners or Mint Gardeners collaboration. I think this is from their first one. She's done at least 2 with Archer and Olive. But I'll be moving into this one for November and December. Because this is how my system is working right now. Now I want to show you guys a couple of things real quick. Other things real quick. One of them being I think I finally have my reading journal dialed in a B6. What's in here? Index pages. And that's it. Besides my reading breakdown here. Hopefully you guys can see that really well. Get a little bit closer there. So yeah, that's it. Because I ended up realizing that how I read, it takes sometimes a couple of months to finish a book. Much to my dismay. Also, by the way, if you have scars, trauma scars, abuse scars surrounding cleaning and keeping your house, you have to check out How to Keep House While Drying by Casey Davis. I loved that book. Just the way she gently reframes everything. I needed to hear all of that. So, in other news, this asshole has something that she is severely allergic to. Every time she goes outside, she bleeds when she urinates the next couple of days. So she's not been getting to go outside, and she is very cross about that. Aren't you? You want attention, you're getting it on my terms. Maggie, let Izzy by. Maggie, let Izzy come here. Let Izzy by. Good grief. A pocket pibble. Oh, you got the itchies. All right, hold on. Oh, she's 10 this year, and we've had to put her on a multivitamin. You like the multivitamin, don't you? Yes, you do. Good. Pop up. Good. Pop up. Pop up. Good girl. Who's my good girl? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, there's that. Here, move for a second, Maggie. No. So, part of what happened, I apologize for that, while I was gone was I went through my, let's see if I can't, there we go. I went through, oh yeah, crap, hold on. Give me a second here. It might be better if I turn the camera view around. There we go, that's slightly better. Not much. I actually went through all of my stationery and destashed like a whole bunch of it because I just wasn't using it. And I went through all of my paper pads here and just basically got rid of, donated to the thrift store papers that I knew I wasn't going to use. I have gotten into sticker books a little bit on the heavy side. Right here. But yeah, that is the extent of my stationery bits and baubles. I've got some washi tape right there, a little bit right there, and I've got a few right there. And I've noticed when it comes to my washi tape, I've kind of been leaning more into like grid washi tapes and whatnot, because those are very, very useful. I also have been getting a little bit more back into beading, mostly just because I want to start putting charms and whatnot on my notebooks that I'm journaling in, just because it gives them a little bit more personality. So when it comes to the notebooks down here, I'm actually phasing out the A5s in my collections. I have another of that particular cover. I loved that cover. I was very happy to get that. You guys will know I've got 3 8x8s right here from Typhossi. This design. And then as soon as I realized they had this design, I had to get a couple. Because I'm sorry, it's a crane. Look at the channel name. CranesHearth. The cranes are not back yet, by the way. I have not heard any cranes. They are very late this year, and I don't know why. Maybe it you know, the weather might be playing a role, but so back when these were first released, I put this on pre-order. I love this cover, you guys. You'll note I actually have quite a few B5s now. So right now, because of how I'm journaling, even if I'm not using the 8x8s or the B5s for bullet journaling, I'm going to be using them for regular journaling because I have fallen in love with that size for long form journaling. Like, it just, mwah, chef's kiss. Oh, stuff for the farmer's market. And here is the mess that is my studio right now. This is one of the projects that I'm trying to get into, is being able to pull all of this stuff out, deep clean my studio, it desperately needs it, and then rebuild the flow. Because right there, that is a computer desk. I got it off of Temu. It was on flash sale, and I got it for $80. Whereas the particular type of design of computer desk this is, normally even on Amazon, is something like $140. So, snatch mine. But, let me think. There's not really much of anything else to update you guys on currently. But like I said, hopefully I will be able to upgrade my camera setup. I'm not going to have to use my phone anymore. I will have a camera arm. I'm going to have a better microphone. I think that's it. Plus the updates, you know, just showing you guys what all that looks like. So there might be a stationery and yarn haul coming up here soon, just because my husband ended up being able to buy a couple more guns, and I warned him, you buy more guns, I get to buy more yarn and stationery. Guess what I get to do? Buy more yarn and stationery. That's how it works. But Archer and Olive has several designs restocked, and they have multiple B6s in designs that I like. So chances are that when I do make my stationery order, it will probably be 3 or 4 more B6s, because I really like using those as the reading journal, and I kind of want to stock up on them. And I will probably go ahead and grab like 1 or 2 more B5s, maybe 1 more 8x8, because they've got that Moon Garden design back in 8x8 at the time of posting this. And I really kind of want it. But yeah. By the way, with the way I've been journaling, a B6 lasts a full month. This was August. We're not going to look inside of this one because that's when my house guests were still here. And a lot of what I wrote down on this is not fit for consumption. But yeah, so that is what all is going on, crew. And I have missed you guys. I have missed creating content. I did enjoy my summer break, though. I'm not going to lie. And yeah. As always, thank you for sharing your time with me today. Hug your loved ones tight. Take care of yourself. And remember that we live in spite of life. Bye, guys.